guys, this is Cookie. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, we've gone through quite a lot of rooms in my friend's apartment, which I've been furnishing for the past couple of weeks. But today we're going to talk about her kitchen, and her kitchen was pretty much done, so I didn't have to do the kitchen cabinets or anything like that because they were already installed. What I had to do is to make sure all the electronics she wants to have actually fit into the kitchen space, and on the other hand, the other thing I wanted to do was to make sure she has everything in space so she can put away all her bowls, kitchen essentials and what's not. So let us get started with today's topic. What do you need in a kitchen and how to make a kitchen a nice place to be? There's a corridor outside the kitchen so people can walk by, and I wanted to make sure that nobody can look inside the kitchen, so I had to install the curtains. I decided to use some glue to stick them on just because it's all tiles in the kitchen, so I thought it makes much more sense to stick it on. For the colors, as you can see, I chose the same color as the tiles just to make it fit a bit better together. In addition, the only huge item arrived, a very large fridge. It required 2 people to carry it in, and as you can see, I'm very proud that the color again matches the kitchen cabinets. Now these containers are awesome. If you are like me and buy lots of fruits and veggies, you know that the fridge can look messy very easily. For that reason, I do recommend getting these containers to have everything nice and sorted inside. With all these large items in place, the next step was to think about storage. Storage means 2 things to me. So first of all is to have the space to put in all your items, to have the physical space for it, and on the other hand to make this space as suitable as possible for the items that you're going to put inside. What I find important is for all the storage space solution to be easily cleaned. For that reason I came up with a variety of solutions with how my friend can have enough storage space for all her things while not having to clean too much on a day-to-day basis. The first item I discovered that I think is awesome is this sticky foil. It is self-adhesive, but if you take it off, it doesn't leave anything behind, so it's very easy to maintain. And the reason why I'm using it is because I think it makes sure that everything stays clean. Also, if you have a little leak, it doesn't damage your furniture. It also makes the cabinets look much better from the inside, I believe. And as you know, if you have detergent and so on in the cabinets, it is often the case that some of it leaks, so it's always good to be prepared so that your cabinets don't end up being ruined. All you need to install this is an X-Acto knife. That is the beauty of this sticky paper, and you're ready to go. In addition, what I ended up buying are these cream baskets. They are plastic baskets and I'm completely in love with them because they make sure that everything looks nice and put together. If you compare it to just putting everything into a cabinet without any organization, it just looks so much better, and I think it was a good decision to get them. Of course, storage solutions aren't only needed for things like detergent and cleaning supplies, but also for things like spices, and that's the next thing we're going to be looking at. I got these trays to put on the wall, and once again, since they are very pretty tiles, I decided not to make any holes into them, but instead to use this sticky glue. This sticky glue has to stick to the wall for about 72 hours, and afterwards you can mount anything onto them and they won't fall off anymore. So you still have to be very careful because it's extremely hard to get them off, so make sure you stick them on the right way around, otherwise you're in a lot of trouble. After letting it dry for 72 hours, it is now time to put on the little spice bottles that I got, and I love that they are transparent so you can see what is inside. As you can tell, I grew very fond of putting all these stickers onto the wall, so I decided to use a whole set of different storage solutions, such as this one, which is used to store away all your knives, as well as this one, which you can use to hang anything to the wall, such as scissors, for example, or anything else that you might need in the kitchen and you want to have handy. This part doesn't have any hooks to it, so it requires you to put the glue directly onto the piece and then stick it onto the wall. You have to be very careful because this weighs a bit more than just a hook, so you need quite a lot of very good stickers, and make sure that you hang it somewhere where it can dry for at least 72 hours or more. Once it's dry, you can play around with the little hooks that are attached to it, and this is where you'll be hanging all the little utensils. The other item I wanted to address are the lids. You might have realized that lids take up a lot of space when they're not in use, and you just put them on the surface next to you and all the surface area is basically used up by different lids. I didn't want that to happen, so I used these hooks which can be put onto the wall. Once again, you have to wait 72 hours, and then you can put all the lids onto the wall, which I think is awesome because that space isn't used anyway and you can make good use of it. Doesn't it look so much tidier like that? I got a bunch of different accessories such as this little bin, which I think works perfectly for this space, as well as this little rack to put on your towel, which is always useful when you want to dry plates or dry your hands, for instance. The next thing that I had to assemble was this rack, which is used for bowls and mugs and what's or not. So in order to keep costs down, I got something that I had to assemble myself. It was very easily done. In addition, I got these different hooks which you can use for plastic foil and what's or not. Of course, I got 2 different hand soap bottles because I think it looks just so much cleaner if you put it out of these hand soap containers that you get at the supermarket. It just makes your place look so much nicer. Now it is finally time to look at what it looks like after having installed all these little items. Although this wasn't much work at all, but I think it was fun to do since so many of these items I had literally never seen and I didn't know existed. Especially look at this little elephant and the little soap dispenser that I think fit perfectly into the space. As you notice, the kitchen isn't big, so it was very important to make use of every inch that you could find on top of the table and on the walls so that you have enough space to prepare food, which is the most important thing in the kitchen. Here are a few more pictures so you get a better overview. What took me the most amount of time was to find everything in this cream color. It wasn't me who chose the cream color for the cabinets, that's how the apartment already was, so I had to make sure to adapt. The other thing I'm extremely proud of are these little accessories like the elephant or the little bed for the sponge and of course the singing lady in her tub. This was today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Maybe some of the elements I used in this video might be useful for your own kitchen. If so, do let me know in the comment section below. I can't wait to hear. If you're interested in these kind of videos, do check out my other videos in this series. As I said, this apartment, which is my friend's apartment, is about to be ready. So I already posted quite a lot of the rooms that are inside this apartment. So if you haven't seen them, I'm going to link them above. And now it's a perfect opportunity to check them out. Also, I did post a whole series of room makeovers for my own rental apartment, which is a makeover on a budget. If that is of interest to you, I'm going to link that above as well. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.